Welcome to Pollen Weather by Pollen Wise App. It's Thursday, September 4th. I'm Landon Bunderson, and this is the place for daily allergy news and forecasts. We've got a severe weather risk in the mid-Atlantic today, and a lot of rain fell last night as well. Fire risks are still high in the northern Great Plains and northern Rockies. Fire season will continue for several weeks. That band of wet weather will keep the pollen index low from Little Rock to Pittsburgh. For those places in the northeast that the rain misses, expect the pollen to be very high. The southeast and Texas are still holding at or below the orange levels. Almost everyone else, the northeast, the Midwest, Great Plains, and the West are at risk for very high pollen, which is the red numbers. Even California has joined the crowd at 70s, 80s, and even a 96 in the southeast. Most of the country is still dealing with ragweed and chenopodds. For the northern states, that will taper off soon. For the southern states, the worst is still to come. Mold continues to be high and very high in parts of Utah and California. The Midwest is also mostly high on our index. Alabama and parts of Georgia have some reasonably high mold levels expected today as well. The fire season rages on in the west, though at the moment that I'm recording this, I'm seeing a lot of green air quality in the west, which is good. California air is not great, but a lot of the smoke is moving out to sea for now. Poor air quality is expected in the rest of the southwest as well, as soon as the winds shift. Thanks to wet weather, the eastern states don't have much of an air quality problem today. Temperatures continue to rise in the western states, and record overnight lows are expected again in the southeast. Our feature for today is an hourly time lapse of the highest pollen levels in our network from yesterday at 2 p.m. to midnight. We thought this was a cool way to show off our real-time data. Note that we're using actual pollen grains per cubic meter levels, not our usual 1 to 100 scale that we usually use on the app. It just makes this all look more dynamic when we use the actual numbers. Chicago starts off through the roof at 2 p.m. and around at 6 p.m. Dallas spikes. I find it fascinating to see how the different cities' fluctuations compare throughout the day. Thanks for listening. Remember, you can find previous episodes on the Pollen Channel on YouTube. If you're listening on YouTube, check out the Pollen Wise app, the only place for real hourly pollen and mold counts.